All right, chat, you guys ready for a quiz? I wanted to talk about something today. Chat, the quiz today is on Twitch etiquette. It is on Twitch etiquette. I made a little PowerPoint, and it's going to be very interactive with all of chat. All right, this is all about the proper etiquette to be used on Twitch. Something that's talked about very frequently, both on the platform and through various controversies, and then also talked about a lot in small streamer Twitter. If you've ever been on small streamer Twitter, they have like a disgusting amount of etiquette that makes no sense. Like some small streamers, and also Dan Giesling believes that you as a creator can't use your emotes in other people's chats. That's some dumbass shit. Use your emotes. If you are a streamer and you or an affiliate, doesn't matter. If you have an emote that you uploaded, use it in my chat. Spam it in my chat, as long as you're not solo spamming. But use it in my chat. I do not care. Please. Spread the love. Use all your shit. That's like an example of Twitch etiquette, right? That... Yeah, those have literally been... Those are literally a thing. The people have Twitch etiquettes, and you know, it can go from how to like tell a streamer that you're having a bad day without trauma dumping, whatever. But I wanted to go over some of the bigger moments of Twitch etiquette in the history of Twitch as a quiz for Twitch chat. How does that sound? Question number 1. You want to increase your subscription count. What should you do? Should you A, create incentives or sub goals to encourage folks to subscribe? Should you B, make dope emotes that your viewers will receive if they subscribe? Should you C, run hella ads so that people can't watch your stream without subscribing, aka the phase method? Phase boys noted are famous for running 15 minutes of ads per hour minimum. Or should you D, tell your viewers that it's just $5, and if they're able to sit around watching you for free all day, that they should give you at least $5 for a sub. Otherwise, they should feel like absolute shit and should not be a part of the community, aka the Frost Prime method. Because this was a big controversy back in the day of the greediest streamer on Twitch.
And to keep the stream going, if you like the content, blah, 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 how that results in 0 subs. There are regulars here. $5 a month.
It's just 5. Now it's 6.
How do you have hours of time to watch me and not $5? I don't know. What are you doing with your life where you have hours of time to watch Twitch and not $5 to provide for the content that you're watching? Because it's like people just really really don't respect.
Absolutely. This was a big moment on Twitch. It sparked a lot of debate of Twitch etiquette, right? As the streamer, maybe you shouldn't act like this, right? And again, I don't know what this creator is doing now. I don't know. This is no hate towards the creator today. This was just a prominent moment in the history of Twitch where it went across the entirety of the platform and everybody was talking about it. And they were talking about the Twitch etiquette. How should you beg for money? Because as you know, I'm a money beggar. One's in chat if you love Frost Prime as your money beggar. I'm a professional e-beggar. But there's a way to go about it that you don't come across as this, right? Twitch etiquette. Simple. Okay, next, you want to promote your brand, let's say on Twitch or just in general, okay? You want to promote your brand, what should you do? Should you A, buy a billboard? Oh shit, I could promote my stream or like just my brand in general on a billboard. Should I B, purchase a Super Bowl ad, be a little Mr. Beast style? Should I C, reach out to creators and maybe their agencies and negotiate a price/terms that they're comfortable with? Or should you D, send donations to streamers and communities for $5 using their TTS to advertise your multi-billion-dollar company? Then when they're all confused / don't like what they're doing and only received $5, use those clips anyways to promote your $5 meal deal. Because this was a prominent moment of what Burger King did.
I just got a donation that was using the text of like an advert. I am so confused.
Thanks for your stream, Pokey.
You're so welcome.
We donated the exact amount of our best offers. They donated $5 to a streamer and said that was enough for an ad.
$5 so I can say that on the Burger King app you can get a Whopper, a small French fries and small drink for $5.
Listen, are you gonna sponsor me or not?
That was a legitimate ad. They literally responded to somebody that said, yo, you can't say that shit. You need to give me money if you want that, right? $5 to advertise your multi-billion-dollar company. It's the difference of $5. $5 can get you a subscription, or it can get you an entire advertisement to thousands of people. And this is something that has been discussed for a very long time on Twitch. This is the most egregious form of this. But one in the chat, if you've been in a streamer's stream and you've seen a company at the top of their gifted leaderboard, namely Cash App. I've seen Cash App all across Twitch. Not recently, but in like years past. Cash App would donate 100 subs to like Pokemade, and they would sit at the top of her chat, not being sponsored for like weeks on end, because that leaderboard resets every week. And maybe she was sponsored by it at times, but I saw multiple times when she didn't have in like the description or a command, Cash App would be sitting at the top of her chat. It's a shitty way that advertisers would go about it. They donate with their company name in order to get at the top of your chat and sit at the top of gifted, so their name is just sitting there. Never seen that, but LoveSense gave like 20 subs to Bricky recently, if I recall. I'd imagine that Bricky's probably sponsored by them. But either way, if not, if he's not, it's the same shit. They get to the top of the leaderboard and they get a free advertisement when an advertisement of that caliber to donate 100 subs to Pokimane, she gets $350 after the payout. To have an advertisement be on Pokimane's screen for a week would be thousands of dollars, like potentially tens of thousands of dollars for her to promote something like Cash App. Again, it's just the etiquette of it. Ones in chat, if you see the etiquette of it. This was bad etiquette for Burger King to donate $5 to creators to advertise something to hundreds of people. Understandable. We get that.
That would maybe be kinda based if they gave like $1,000 or something.
Exactly.
Even then, advertising like this is real scummy.
There's also, there's the lack of consent there. Exactly. There's the lack of consent. I didn't approve you to do that. Exactly. Anyways. And then question number 3, you want to make fun of a streamer. So this is a question for you, chat. You want to make fun of your favorite streamer. What should you do? Should you A, make fun of them for dying in the video game that they just died in by saying skill issue? B, tell them that they didn't drown? C, make up stories about them being best friends with the sitting president? Or D, actually, we shouldn't be mean to our streamers. They work one of the hardest jobs in the world, and we should put them on a pedestal like they deserve. In fact, we should give our streamer 5 gifted subs right now. The stream will not continue until then. Exute, thank you for the 5 gifted subscriptions. And the final slide, which inspired me to make this entire quiz, which you guys are nailing, by the way. I just wanted to let you know, you guys are doing so good. You want to promote your charity live stream. What should you do? Should you A, make a short or a video on your other platforms pointing your followers towards the stream? Shit, maybe that's what you should do. Should you B, DM other creators asking to collab or maybe join you in the effort, right? The more the merrier. You get another creator in, you raise more for the charity overall because you get their community in on it. Do you C, work with the charity that you're raising money for to promote it on their socials, or maybe they pay for some promotion? That's very common because charities have marketing budgets and they can pay for a little bit of promotion. You make an ad, they put that ad out to people, and it makes more money for the charity than they spent, and it's a net positive. Big charities like St. Jude and stuff, they have big advertising budgets. Or do you D, send messages in other streamers' chats asking for raids by pressuring them as the CEO of the company, and because you're doing a charity stream and that's really good, gotta raid now, bitch. Ha 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 ha. What are you, a bad person? And if you're noticing the CEO of the company, that's because that's exactly what CEO of Twitch, Dan Clancy, just did. He went into multiple streamers' chats and said, I am shamelessly going into chats of streamers I know to ask for raids when they are done. I am doing my first charity stream for St. Jude's as a part of the GCX marathon. Not listening since I am streaming. I'm going on until 1 a.m. It is hilarious. It is hilarious that this actually happened. Not only is he doing the thing that is like the most frowned upon way to promote your live stream, which is just posting it in other people's chats, he also is doing it and saying, I'm not listening, by the way. We can't talk about this since I'm streaming. By the way, I'm streaming right now. By the way, in case you're wondering, I am currently streaming right now. By the way, I'm streaming right now. Oh my God. Absolutely goated. Dan Clancy doing it again, showing people how to really stream. Oh my God. Absolute cinema. Yeah, the fact that they got timed out as well. So if you don't know, this is how you're supposed to do it. Twitch etiquette run by the CEO of Twitch himself. If you want to promote your charity live stream, go and spam that you're live in other people's chats, because if they don't raid you, they literally want kids with cancer to die. Think about that. Raising money for St. Jude. If you don't raid him, think about how bad of a person you are. Piece of shit. In fact, any of my friends that are streaming later today, if you don't raid the bunny stream afterwards, you literally don't care about deaf one-eyed bunnies. You literally do not care, you piece of shit. Raid the bunny stream, or else. Failboat did it last night. I don't even know that guy. He's ignored every single message that I've ever put in his chat. Bitch. Anyways, that's my presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys did so well on the quiz.
Hey chat. I'm gonna be a little shameless here.
Okay.
I'm doing my first charity stream for Trump's 2028 campaign. Can I get a magu in the chat? I am actually streaming right now, so send me a raid, Frosty Boy, and feel free to come watch.
All right, chat. I wanted to ask you guys, one in the chat, if you've seen this infamous video. If you didn't see this video, it's a very simple video. It was at a Coldplay concert. They went over on the fan cams, and this is a CEO with the head of HR having an affair, and they get caught. And instead of just playing it off, also this is mirrored for some reason. The video is actually, I don't know why it's mirrored. The CEO decides, she gets embarrassed, and he decides to duck down. Like, you're that fast. But it's like, what do you think that, like, did everybody just blinks and they missed it? You're not the damn Flash. You got caught at the Coldplay concert. Flawless execution. Honestly, they probably would have gotten away with this and no video would have ever dropped and they never would have been exposed if they both just played it off. But either way, this happened just a few days ago. And the internet has, like, faster than I have ever seen, gone absolutely crazy mode with the memes, all the way to the fact that within 24 hours of this coming out, this ad came out in the Netherlands. And if you don't know what this is saying, because a lot of us probably don't speak this language, I'm just really smart and I do speak this language. This says problems in your, it says problems in your home. Make sure that your insurance is up to date or something. It's an advertisement for their insurance company. Armadillo, if you can give me the direct translation, I'd appreciate that. Change in your home situation. Yeah, change in your home situation. Get your insurance. And it's literally because this is just a guy's cell phone video. They don't need to like go and license this from the guy. Also, they're in Europe. This isn't some licensed video that needs to happen. And that's just the age of memes these days, that it's so easy if you just have a young, tapped in person in your marketing team. Like, this is literally text on screen. This takes 10 seconds to make in any sort of editing software, and you pump it out and it gets 30,000 likes. 1.5 million views in 3 days for your tiny little insurance company in the Netherlands. That's awesome. And then if we can also talk about another story that's coming out of that side of the world, Denmark is aiming to use copyright to protect their people from deepfakes, which this is really cool. Just another W of that neck of the woods over there. Denmark literally is saying that by the start of next year, every single person's face will be copyrighted, and it will be illegal for AI or deepfakes to use your face. And this article just goes in and explains it, but that's fucking cool as shit. I didn't read this entire article, but Armadillo shared this story with me, and he wanted me to talk about it because he's over in that area in the world. If I say that he's from the wrong country, he's gonna get really mad at me, but he's in Denmark. But yeah, starting next year, your face will be copyrighted, so that if you see that your face will not be able to use in AI, and if you see it in any deepfakes, you can sue and make a bunch of fucking money. Isn't that crazy? That's sick, man.
He's an arsonist on a noble quest to escape the wrath of the IRS. He's got conflicting positions in the endless fight for queer folks